Another month has passed and we're getting closer and closer to the end of the year. That is usually the busiest time for game releases, and that seems to be the case for 2022 as well. October is already full of amazing new titles, and we will show you the absolute best ones in this video. Let's start with the first big game this month, Overwatch 2. It's finally coming out over 5 years after being announced. It's not that different from the first game. I mean, a lot of the same maps and heroes from the previous game are still there, but there is still plenty of new content and it's free to play. Also, Overwatch is still great, so check it out on October 4 when it comes out for everything except for Switch. Sorry Nintendo fans, but you have enough to play this month, we'll get to that. First, let me bum you out for a bit with A Plague Tale Requiem. This one will be a bit of a tearjerker for sure. The previous game was one of the biggest indie hits of the last decade, and after 3 years we're finally getting a sequel. If you haven't played A Plague Tale Innocence, do that first, as Requiem is a direct sequel. It's on Game Pass and we cannot recommend it enough. The sequel looks like it could be even stronger. It is set in the same grimy and dark world, and you're still following the siblings Amicia and Hugo trying to survive in a plague-ridden world. With the sequel, the combat has been rehauled to come even closer to the game like The Last of Us. This is one of our most anticipated games of the year, and we cannot wait for October 18 when it comes out for PC, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and yes, Switch as well. I promised you more Switch games, and here we go. Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope is finally coming out this month. The first game in this series was awesome and a big surprise to everyone. Mario and the annoying rabbits together in a strategy game, and it works? Who would have thought? The sequel hopes to create a new spark, and we hope that it will be even more fun thanks to expanded combat systems and more flashed out exploration. We're very excited to dive back into the strategy action with Mario and his shouty new friends on October 20 exclusively on Nintendo Switch. Let's go through some other releases quickly before we get to the biggest game of the month, the one that everyone's waiting for. First, let's talk about Scorn, coming out on October 14 for PC and Xbox Series X and S. Actually, let's maybe not do that. This game looks absolutely fucking disgusting. But if you're into the scoopy stuff and into atmospheric horror games, Scorn will be right up your alley. Talking about alleys, Batman. After the longest marketing campaign of all time, Gotham Knights is finally coming out on October 21st for PC and current-gen consoles. It's like the Arkham games minus Batman plus co-op. It looks okay. Whatever. Let's move on to Borderlands. Not the usual shooter stuff though. We're talking about new Tales from the Borderlands. The first spin-off is one of the very best Telltale adventure games, and we're now blessed with a sequel. If it's even half as good as the first game, then we're in for a great time here. Tales is coming out on October 21st for PC and all consoles. Alright, let's go. Let's talk about the big game of October, the greatest release and the one to cap the month off. We're of course talking about Bayonetta 3. The third entry to the legendary action series is finally coming to the Switch on October 28, after fans were left hanging for a long time. It looks amazing again, just as kooky and wild and exhilarating as the previous games, and wait, I'm supposed to talk about Call of Duty here, right? Ugh, okay, fine, whatever. Modern Warfare 2 is coming on October 28 for everything except for Switch, and sure, it's another Call of Duty game. Big men with big guns, there's a ship, wow, I mean, that's it. But after 2 pretty lackluster releases, we're actually really looking forward to the next game by Infinity Ward. We played the beta a lot and already had so much fun with the game here. We're excited to see what raids, DMZ, and the rest will be like. Fans can really look forward to a strong Call of Duty entry here and a game that can reach the peak of Modern Warfare 2019. And that's all folks, these are the biggest and best releases coming in October 2022. Make sure to like and subscribe and check out our other videos on all things gaming and esports related. See you next time!